Hi everyone, I have not been on here for a while, and the reason being is because I struggle with YouTube, and sometimes I have the belief that if you're struggling with something, maybe it's not meant to be your path, but then all I think about is wanting to post videos. So I have decided to really wing it and do an unscripted video based on something that I feel like a lot of us go through, and it's to do with anxiety and it holding us back and it taking over our lives, and it lowers our vibrational level. So it's kind of tying in with our vibrational level as well as anxiety and ways that maybe we can all work around it. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then keep listening. So I have basically been running my own business for years and years and years and years, but my current business is my subscription box company, and it has been going on for 3 years now. And it started not long before everything started in the world, all the wildness, all the things that went on. And it basically, my business really blew up. My business really blew up, and for 2 years I felt like I was drowning in work, which you would think is usually good. And I really want to talk more about my business on YouTube, because I really feel like it's going to help people whether you have a business or not. It's about purpose, it's about direction in life, it's about getting older and wondering if you made the right decisions. So I've noticed, and I feel like a lot of small businesses probably have noticed this, after the whole rush of just businesses certain businesses booming in the last few years, now life is starting to get back to normal. I don't know, people are being more conscious of their spending and stuff, so it does affect small businesses. It hasn't only affected mine, but it's kind of forced me to really reflect on my life and think, this is a really valid thing for business owners. Is your business succeeding because it's a trend right now, because it's a specific time in the world where your business fits in? Or is it succeeding because it's a long-term thing? And that's a really scary thing as a business owner, because you kind of dedicate your whole life to it. I dedicate my health to it. I sacrifice my social life to it, for it. Anyway, I don't want to ramble, because this is actually like a wing it video, and so I don't want to keep going on, because that usually is what happens when you don't have a set plan. So what I'm trying to get at is, I just really had felt down, and I really was like, what am I going to post on YouTube? So I just didn't post for so long, and I hardly ever post, and it's a shame because I really feel like I want to. So I'm going to try and post more to do with business and mental health, and not specifically business, but more like your journey in life, of if you decide to take that path, or even if you don't, if it's something that you're just interested to know more about. So what was I getting at here? What is the point of this wing it video? So if there's something I've learned from business, is when things go wrong, sales go down, you make mistakes, you have difficult customers, people being unfair to you, suppliers have been really just unethical recently as well. So I've had it from all sides of things, to be honest, with my business recently. It can really get you down. This is your livelihood, this is something you've sacrificed everything for. And I've also noticed that my subscribers, the subscribers who subscribe to my monthly self-care subscription box, I've noticed a lot of them are down, and I feel like I could help them so much more, because I have overcome so many of these things, and although I'm still going through it, I have unbelievable, shocking strength when it comes to certain life situations. And that is all based on me spending the last 6 years of just focusing on my self-growth. So the first thing I'd say is, if you're scared in life and you don't know what's next for you, remember that can happen to all of us, no matter what level you're at. And sometimes the difficulty is the universe's way of kind of shoving you into a better direction. So the best thing to do is just have grace on yourself firstly, and just recognize that we're all living this human experience on this earth, and have grace for that, and recognize that mistakes and adversity and they're all a part of it. Secondly, try your best if you can to find pockets of just time off, whether it's 1 to 3 minutes of just breathing or meditation in the morning, 1 minute of just writing 3 things you're grateful for, a 10 to 30 minute walk outside, anything you can, try and take that break. So you've got that. So you've got the acknowledging yourself and recognizing that you're human, living a human experience. Secondly, it's just remembering to take that little bit of break. Thirdly is try to make the best of your environment that you can. So your living environment or your working environment, even if it's not the ideal situation, trying to make the best of it that you can, whether it's tidying up your bedroom, making your bed look nice, you know, the way you dress, making sure you dress in things that make you happy. Sometimes I add like little accessories and things and healing crystals. It just makes me feel more invigorated, you know. So that's another side of things. And these sound like really random things to do, but these little things that you do just put pockets of love into yourself, even if your environment is not super ideal at the moment. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I guess it's just, I'm just giving advice on quick and easy things you can do today to kind of help just tone down the anxiety as much, because the thing is, the more anxious that we get, the lower our vibrational level is, and the lower your vibrational level is, you start to notice that more things go wrong. For example, if you've had a bad day, if something goes wrong first thing in the morning and you're frustrated, you notice a lot of bad things happen throughout the day. I noticed that with me. So I have to take those little breaks. I have to go for those walks. I have to give myself grace. I have to try and control my anxiety so I don't get to that extra low vibrational level. Another thing is trying to maybe just eat that little bit less unhealthy, eat more vegetables, really kind of try and think of all these little things that you can do to add that extra pop of health in your life. If you can exercise, and try and exercise. All these things will slightly higher your vibrational level, and the higher your vibrational level, the more you can see clarity on the decisions to take forward in your life. I basically got robbed the other day. Not robbed, but like someone pickpocketed person thing. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to talk about it right now. But anyway, when they did that, that happened kind of like early evening, and I actually had so much work to do for my subscription box company, but because I'm fully self-employed and I haven't got any members of staff right now, which I would love to have, but I don't, I had to deal with the fact that like stuff got stolen from me, as well as deal with running my business. And I was really close to posting the subscription boxes that month, and I immediately was like, oh no, don't go down that slippery slope. Accept that this is life, accept that this is the human experience, and I really had to just power through. I had to go home, and I ended up working till 2:30 a.m. on my business because I was so delayed from dealing with like my stuff being stolen and stuff. And then I had to be up the next morning at about 7. So from 2:30 till 7 I got that sleep in, and then I had to work all day the next day because I was working at like an event thing. I knew from past experience, from all of this work that I've done on myself, that if you let these things get the better of you, another bad thing's gonna happen, another bad thing's gonna happen, because your low energy is just gonna attract more things. Whether you believe in spirituality or not, being negative can just put you in negative situations, be it you're a bit ruder to people or you're not as focused. So for example, I wasn't focused when my stuff got stolen because I left it on the table. I don't want to talk about it. I keep talking about it, but I also don't want to talk about it. But you lose focus when you're in like a negative state. You make poor decisions when you're in a negative state. So it's just about little things to try and make yourself, kind of bring yourself out of that, heighten your vibrational level a bit, almost like a mountain or a ladder that you climb, just to try and get a little bit higher so that you don't drown in the metaphorical water of life. Although water's nice. Not so nice when you drown, but it is nice when you swim higher. See what I did there? So I am really going on and on and on this one. I really hope that you got some value from it. That I can say so much, but this video in conclusion is just to remind you that even if you're going through a hard time right now, even if you're having a bad day, week, month, year, try your best to just pick yourself up a little, because we are stronger than we think. And picking ourselves up that little bit will lead to the next step in the ladder to take us back up. And then if you take a few steps down, redo those steps to get back up the steps again, if you get what I mean. And always base everything on you. What is it that makes you happier? Is it walking? Is it running? Is it talking to people close to you? Is it journaling? Is it being alone? Is it lighting a candle, having a bath, having a nice treat that you like, not worrying about, is it being healthy, but is it also not worrying about being too healthy and maybe treating yourself to your favorite treat? Really figure out what works for you and try and be a few steps ahead of your lower vibration. So if you notice yourself swooping into that lower vibration, what can you do to pick yourself up before it gets too low? Anyway, I really have no idea if anyone's going to see this. I don't know if it's going to help anyone. I kind of rambled and went on different tangents, but I really, really, really wanted to share a video with you guys because I miss doing this and I really feel like I can help some people. So anyway, I really hope to be posting a video very, very soon, and as always, sending you love, light, and good vibes.